Okay, this week's parshas vayigash. It's a very exciting parsha. Um, Yehuda doesn't know that Yosef, his brother, and and last week's parsha, Yosef took the goblet, the silver goblet, and put it in Binyamin's pack and hid it in there. And then he sent people to search their packs, and they found in Binyamin's pack the missing goblet. And now they're freeing all the brothers and telling them Binyamin's staying here with us. And obviously Yehuda can't accept that because Yaakov Avinu was very clear that you have to bring Binyamin home. If not, it's going to be like killing him. So therefore Yehuda approaches Yosef and starts begging for Binyamin to come back. In Chassidus, it's brought down that this meeting between Yehuda and Yosef is like what we do in davening. There's a halacha in davening. You have to say Geula before you say Shemona Esrei. The last bracha is Gal Yisrael. Saying Geula, and then we're davening Shemona Esrei. Yehuda is from the word thanks. Thanks to Hashem, which is the highest part of davening. That's the purpose of davening, is to reach a point where you're thankful to Hashem. That's what we say. Modim anachnu lach. We bow down to Hashem. At that point, we're actually in the highest part of the davening. And so that's Yehuda represents davening. Yosef, he redeemed us from the fathom, and according to Kabbalah, he is called the highest tzaddik, who is also called the Goya, the redeemer. So Yosef represents Geula. So here we have that the tefillah is coming before the Geula. We're bringing the Yehuda is going to Yosef, so that's the davening going to the redemption, to the Geula, like we do in davening. The Rebbe asks that that's not exactly what we do in davening. In fact, it's the complete opposite. In davening, the Geula goes to the tefillah. First we say Gal Yisrael, then we daven. Over here in the parsha, it's the Yehuda, the davening, that comes before the Geula. It's not the same thing. The Rebbe explains that the davening is compared to a ladder. Then by Yaakov Avinu, there was a ladder that went from his dream. He saw the ladder was from the ground to Shamayim, and there was angels going up and down the ladder. So we learn in Zohar that this is a ladder of davening, and when we daven, we're going up the ladder up to Hashem. That's what davening is about. However, in order to go up that ladder, you need to receive strength from above. Hashem first gives you strength from above. With that strength, you go up the ladder. So, what happens, what's this strength that we receive from above? It's a hidden love that was put inside to us from Hashem. This hidden love is a gift that was given to us from above. Every Jew has this hidden love and fear to Hashem. It was given to us from above. That is the strength that is given to us so that we can actually go up the ladder. Yosef hid a silver goblet in Binyamin's pack. Silver represents love. By a chasana, by a wedding, you marry someone with a silver ring. Kesef is the word for silver in Hebrew. It means nichsefa, someone who really loves something, he really wants something badly. It's another word for a drive for something, a thirst, a desire for something. It's kesef. So he hid the love in Binyamin's pack. What does that represent? That represents what we say before Shemona Esrei, Gal Yisrael. That's where we have the connection, where we're bringing the Geula to the Tefillah. Because Yosef, it was through Yosef. And we said we need to receive the strength from above. All right, but it came through Yosef. From Yosef, he put the love, hidden love, into Binyamin's pack. So now they have the strength to go up the ladder. They have the strength to get closer to Hashem. What do? Yehuda, davening, starts davening. What does that mean? Starts davening? He's going to Yosef, going up to the level of Yosef, going up to the level of Yosef, where we have our love and revelation for Hashem. So that's a nice Dvar Torah from the Rebbe, a mimer. It's not just the Dvar Torah, it's a mimer of the Rebbe. I said it in my own words, but that's the gist of it. I would like to zoom in for a second on this love of Hashem. Many of us might hear this and they'll be like, yeah, I don't know, I don't feel like hidden love, I don't know what you're talking about. Revealing the love, I've davened so many times, I don't know anything. First of all, this requires meditation. If you contemplate on the greatness of Hashem, you meditate on it as often as you can, you'll feel something. I'm certain of it. And even if you don't feel anything, it's very clear in Tanya. It says in Tanya, it's enough to have it in revelation in your brain, in your mind. You're thinking about the fact that Hashem is great and it reveals love for you. Why is that enough? Just in your brain, just imagining stuff, thinking things. How is that enough? It says in Tanya, interesting, actually, thinking about it. It says in Tanya, the person who contemplates on the greatness of Hashem and arouses the love in his brain, he's also arousing the love in his heart, a little bit. So little that he can't even feel it, but it's there. And that will give you the strength to daven a little bit better, or maybe give a little more tzedakah. You will think about the greatness of Hashem, think about how to arouse His love for you, not feel a thing, but you know what? The second later you decided you're going to daven with more intention. You're going to learn better. Why? Because even though you didn't feel the love, it was aroused. It was there, and that's enough. You don't need more than that. I mean, obviously, the more the better. We don't want to be satisfied with this minimal amount of love. But we learn that our mitzvahs, they elevate us up to Shamayim. They connect us to Hashem, the higher worlds. And only if the mitzvah is done through love and fear. Well, love, what fear? I don't feel no love, no fear. That's true. But if you contemplate on the greatness of Hashem and imagine being in the presence of Hashem and how that creates fear for being in the presence, how it creates love for being in the presence of Hashem. So you aroused it. Whether you feel it or not, you aroused something. You pulled at your heart. And that was so powerful, what you did, that it elevates your mitzvahs up to Hashem. It actually says in Tanya that it elevates you up to a lower world, but Hashem pulls it up to a higher world. But as far as we're concerned, we're doing what we can, we're doing our best, and Hashem does the rest. Reminds me of a famous mashal, they say. Maybe I can finish off with this. There was a staircase going all the way up. 100 rounds, 100 flights. And the king said, whoever gets to the top flight, 100th flight, you can marry my daughter. Everyone's trying, everyone's failing. Some people make it to 80, some people make it to 90, no one makes it to 100. No one made it to 90 either. Giving away part of the story. So what happened was, finally this weak guy, scrawny guy, decides, I'm going to do it. Everybody was giving up, but this scrawny guy says he'll do it. Whatever, let him go for it. And he pushed his way through and he made it to the 90th floor. On the 90th floor, what does he see in front of his eyes? He sees an elevator. He takes the elevator and takes him all the way up. So Hashem knows that we're weak. Hashem knows we can't reach this high level. You do your part, Hashem will do the rest. And with that, we'll reach the level of Yosef HaTzadik and we'll be Zoichet to Mashiach Tzedkenu Techef Umiyad Manu.